you probably also know from your own experiences with colleagues who have run afoul of the situations that have been discussed, that the first place they try is in the press. And then they try you in the courts once they've set the stage, once they've poisoned all the minds in the community against you. Then they haul you into court where you can't get a fair trial because the jurors who are sitting there have been told for days, months, years, or millennia what a bad person you are, what horrible offenses you've committed against the moral or social fabric of the community. Well, that's precisely what happened in the LaRouche case, probably more so than in any other case. In the LaRouche case, the press began not by accident, because the press, I mean, we all know who owns the press. It's not owned by individuals, and as a matter of fact, there's an awful lot of the ownership of the press which represents certain political and financial interests. All right. So the fact is that beginning in the same period of the 80s, a private financier in New York City named John Train, with reach into the media community by virtue of his social and financial circumstances, convened a group of media types in a salon that he hosted in his apartments to plan a press campaign against LaRouche and his political movement. And their objective was threefold: to tar and feather Lyndon LaRouche and his colleagues as best they could, to advocate and press for prosecutions of any kind in any place, and ultimately to destroy and jail LaRouche and destroy the political movement which he headed. Among those who attended this meeting, and there were several of them that we have evidence of collected over a period of years, and admissions by people under oath, were members of and persons associated with the intelligence community, as well as people with political axes to grind against Mr. LaRouche, such as the Anti-Defamation League of B'nai B'rith, who has historically done everything it could financially and editorially to label Mr. LaRouche as an anti-Semite, as a fascist, as a racist, as a Hitler, little Hitler, and some of the most scurrilous names we can imagine hurling in another person's face without basis. All of these parties collectively, and unfortunately this is the way these things operate, they don't operate above board, they operate under the table, where you can't see them because they don't flourish well in the light of day, but they grow well in darkness. They get together, and in fact, this has been referred to by others as part of the secret government, the powers that be that operate in conjunction with official agencies but are never seen or heard of.